Hi, welcome everyone. We won't be too long, maximum 3 minutes. I'm having a little bit of a connection problem here. Things are taking a little bit of time to start up. Put on some lobby music for you all. Be right there, guys. Thank you. And not yet. You should be okay now. Let's go back to the comments. Now we should be okay. Hello, Cam. Hello, everyone. Did anyone see the full blue moon last night? I saw the full blue rain last night, unfortunately. Because when it rains, it's because the moon is close to Earth and full. And when the moon is full, it controls the tides, it makes it rain. And the more we get into the future, depending on whether it's just because of the sun or the shift, we're going to see so much more clouds and rain, especially if they keep sending missiles and bombs into the ocean floors that send up a lot of precipitation and water into the stratosphere, which creates clouds around Earth. And then it creates a greenhouse effect. And then the heat remains trapped here. And then it goes back up into the first layer of clouds and it comes back down in storms and rain. That's right. That's what's going on. That's all that's going on. I like professionalism, being prepared. I try so hard. Same here, Hauser. It is pouring rain right now. We've got a lot of rain and it's been raining all night. It's been raining all day. It was raining yesterday and the sun has not been doing too good either. If I look just real quickly at the sun, yeah, the sunspots are insane. They're very, very large. And at 3790, 3792, 3796 are back facing Earth. I did not see that moon, Kelly Boy. I tell you, it's very unfortunate. I wish I did. But I saw some spaceship instead a couple of nights before, which, by the way, now we get 300 views to 500 views and only 20 comments. I don't believe you. It's okay. I don't believe it. We have some news and some updates about Luis Elizondo. A lot of you hate him. So we have some information about him. We have coming from Ross Coulthart on News Nation, the U.S. government are hiding information about UFOs. They do not want it to come out. Excuse me. But when I'm filming secret moon landings and seeing UFOs launch from here low in the sky, it means that the Alien Retrieval Program, it's a lot deeper than that, I think. I think they're doing a lot more than just the Alien Retrieval Program, right? I think they're actually aliens themselves. We're the aliens out there, probably abducting other planets. I'm there right now. That's where I'm starting to be. Ken Ash is here. Zico 900, thank you very much, my friend. Keep on sharing. Will do, brother. Man, Zico 900, thank you so much for being here over so long, so many years that you have. I love you guys for it. There's nobody here on the channels anymore. So on all my channels, by the way, hey, Alex Jones, I'm blocked more than you. And could you imagine they blocked me on more platforms than Alex Jones? So why is that about? There's something that makes no fucking sense. Had to add a fucking because there's a lot of fucking comments where people were like, oh my God, the excessive swearing, Bruce. I unsubscribed. Well, fuck off. So let's go see. Let's go see. You know, life doesn't have to be hard. It's only hard when people make it hard. You know, that's the way I look at it. Let's go see here in the live section. I'm going to share that on Twitter. I don't think there's going to be very many people, but hey, might get it. Let's go see a couple of more people that come by. So I'll share that out. Back off. There we go. Twitter. I'm on Twitter, guys. Also, channel that is dying. There's nobody there anymore. But if you do want to watch me from there, you're more than welcome. Here we go. I just shared that on Twitter. Updates on the UFO Cover Up about Luis Elizondo for those that are interested. So on X, on Rumble. Hello, Jules. How are you doing? Thanks so much, everyone, for the incredible. Thanks for being here during the time that I caught a spacecraft and that I saw it with a witness. I'm still overwhelmed. It's something beautiful for me to have the chance to be able to witness these things, to have these spiritual encounters all the way up to here in my home. And I am so thankful to God for being able to share them with everyone It's absolutely incredible. Is it being hidden? Oh, yeah, it's being hidden. Have I been threatened? Plenty of times by even some serious associations. But then you say, is it really them? Like the Pentagon's going to email me, hello, Mike from the Pentagon. We want to kill you. I don't think so. That's not how it works. They don't have to connect or communicate with you. They don't have to communicate with you to see your work either. MUFON gathers the public's UFO sightings and hands them all the credible ones or the ones that are interesting off to the Pentagon. And the Pentagon then has the information on those videos, can check out the areas, can check out the people without reaching them, right? These stories about the men in black going door to door, abducting people. I don't know. Hey, salute, Starfleet Captain. Well, hello there, beautiful individual. Anika's in the house. Sabinator, sir. Thanks, guys. I'm so sorry. There was an audio problem at the beginning for some reason, and then my mouse went dead. Energy problems always around me, but it's a good thing. It's going to protect me when the 5G tries to get me. I believe it. I actually do now. Thanks, guys. And thanks for the call. Hey, as Alex in the house, thank you very much for being here, man. Thanks for coming by, you guys. Jackie, thanks again for all the beautiful comments. Thanks a lot, Darla. Sorry, you guys. I like breaking stuff. I'm good at breaking stuff. Yes. Thanks, Darla. And we are back now. Yeah, gonna mime the stream with papers. Help. I'm locked inside an ATM. Come and get me. Blue moon came up very late last night, about midnight, and I bet you saw it. Beautiful, Jules. Must have looked close. You must have seen it with an orangey, almost red hue at the same time. Thank you, Jules. It's been a great time for late night walks in the moonlight. Cam, lucky for you, not here, my friend. It's been really, really bad. It's actually been freezing for the past 2 days. I've been dressed in the sweaters and Anika's very warm socks, of course, which I'm already burning them out, Anika. They won't make holes as fast as my other socks. But seriously, it's freezing. It was pretty cold here. Right on, Darla. Gotcha. Thanks for being on Rumble. We took a break last week from Rumble. Those of you that are watching this week, we took a little break on the second stream. We had a bit of jealousy problems on the stream, so which always makes me chuckle. Thank you very much. If you guys want to support me, you can also support me on Rumble. If you're here on YouTube, don't even worry about any of the other platforms. Don't feel that you even have to feel forced to open a channel to go over there. I'm showing the same things, sometimes different things, but in reality, the support, nothing on Rumble. If you think of it, I've been there for over a year now, and I didn't make $100, right? Didn't even make 50, right? Which is a little odd when you think of it. There should be ads going up since I posted my entire research, hundreds of videos and close-up videos and whatnot. Brighteon, I have 10 followers as of day 2. When I opened it up, I got about 4,000 or 5,000 views, but there's nothing there. We have the amazing Anika and people helping with the comments. She was the first. Thank you, Anika. We'll get there sooner or later. Star Hunter, thank you so much. Keys from the Netherlands. Thank you, Keys, for being here. And if it's your first time here, my friends, I know you don't want to bring attention to yourselves, but please let us know so we can all welcome you. Welcome, Keys. Thank you so much. Netherlands. I have a few people here from the Netherlands, my friend, that come by the channel. So thank you very much. Beck from Oz. Hey, mate from Australia. Thank you very much. Other side of the world. Thanks for being here. Beck from Oz. Keys, right on. Thank you very much. We're watching a 13-minute video together. Let me put on the, what did I do here? Add an item. No. Don't want to add anything. I'm going to charge up the mouse here. Watch a 13-minute video together. It is awesome, Jules. Thank you so much. Yeah, Nika, a comment would be very appreciated. We have no, Tojo, you did not. Melville in the house. Thanks a lot, brother, for coming back. You missed absolutely nothing, my friend. We're just you missed my follies, the problems with the sound at the beginning and the connection problem. I came on to tell you all that there was a connection problem, but then the mouse died. And then I had to go clean my glasses. The glasses that I don't use to see, but I use, I don't know. Have my black eyes, I guess. And we'll be watching the video Tojo together. Oh, sorry about that. I say man to everyone, by the way. I go down, hey man, hey man. I don't look at the icons. Very sorry about that. I am on X, guys. Ufology Canada. If you want to check me out on X, I'm debating on whether to open a premium account because I can't do anything there. There's a lot of people that want me to join UFO spaces with them, and I should. And by getting a premium account, the thing is that I don't want to put any money whatsoever into opening channels and paying for ads and shit like that because I'm not making any here. I get contributions and help from you all. If not, I would not be making anything. Well, I'm going to sneeze now. Geesh, what would Tucker Carlson do if he sneezed like that? I think I sneezed about 13 times. I thought I was going to faint. Sorry about that. Absolutely. Thanks, Jules. That was nice of you. Hey, thanks, Jules. Yeah, I got some waiting music up so that we can spend maybe 2-3 minutes before I get on. Because actually, the thing is that when I get on, when I start setting up, you have to go live to start setting up. Then it all starts getting set up, and people are sitting there watching, like, what's happening? Why do I see Bruce sees all in the little paper in the corner on the left? It's all about attracting people. Stillman 37, Bruce, about 12 years ago, I seen a bright light coming towards me, low on the horizon, tuned into an orange cigar that, wow, that went straight over my head, about the size of a bus at 70 to 100 feet. That's something that scares me because I've actually seen that quite a few times. Bright light coming towards me, low on the horizon, it turned into an orange cigar. So it's like elongated, sort of like a pill form, sort of tic tac, but elongated, because I've seen that before. But at 70 to 100 feet, that is insane. Was that yellow? Oh, it was orange. Okay, not golden, but orange, like orange, almost close to red. I would assume, because that's what they get when somebody sees a UFO and tells me that it's blue, like I've even gotten before, or green or something. Very rare, because mainly the lights that I see all the time and the ones that we see with the naked eye are definitely orange. They're bright orange. The one I saw here, one of the two spacecraft, and now three times I saw a spacecraft here, 2 different events, 2 of them, and then one of them first came by. Next time, 3 of them maybe. I'll be able to film them 5 minutes apart. That one was red and amber. So it had a amber volcano on top, fizzing, a triangular thing fizzing at the top. And it was a square-ish red, watery like object coming. It's freaking insane. I'm so happy to have been able to get it with the infrared camera. But guys, if you are new to this channel, I would appreciate if you subscribe to this channel. This channel is blocked. You know it like me. If this gets onto a bigger channel, which surprisingly I have before, but if it gets onto a really big channel, it will get out to other people. Once, that's all we need to get onto somebody's channel. And we have to get this research out. Thanks a lot, man. I do, guys. I have Bruce's music channel. You can check in my featured channels. Also, I have Bruce's music, and I also feature Elias's channel, Crazy Music Space Jam. You could also click on him from there too in my featured channels. He's the only music channel that I feature. Right on, Beck. Welcome, my friend. Hey, what's up, Al? Thanks for coming back, man. Thanks for the comments. And of course, thanks for being here, for appreciating the channel. We're about 30 watching, as sad as it seems. It's beyond sad. It's all to make this research look like it's very, very not important. When I believe, guys, do you think I'm crazy? I believe that my research is the most dangerous and the most important when it comes to UFO knowledge. What I'm showing on the moon is absolutely top secret. As a matter of fact, most of the military head of military doing secret projects don't even friggin' know that there's anyone on the moon. That's how compartmentalized these projects are. And for those that don't believe that there are insiders and that there's an interagency battle, well, you're going to be very disappointed when it comes out that these three-letter associations, three-letter associations, a whole bunch of the Defense Department, you got DARPA, you got Homeland Security, you got all these, even Navy SEALs, okay, including the Navy and many other branches of the military, obviously, that are retrieving alien technology, not just alien craft. They also have biologics. They have biology samples and specimens of creatures that were both alive and dead. That's pretty crazy. So we do have aliens here on Earth. That's confirmed. And what I'm going to talk to you about is what just came out from News Nation, on News Nation, from Ross Coulthart. Whether you like him or not, guys, the news is coming out in these areas. He's the one, Ross Coulthart, that's in charge of all the 50 plus whistleblowers that are coming out in the testimonies. So you see, we're waiting for Congress to push on that so that they, come out with all the information. But again, very recently in the news, the U.S. Defense Department, the Pentagon, all of them are pushing back on bringing any information out about UFOs. Hello, train. Warning the immigrants as they're going by into, this is your stop. You got to get off here. You got a lot of trains coming through here. When the trains go by, then a lot of people start walking along the streets. And just saying, Wayne Mansfield, I'm seeing it all. I see everything going on around me. I always have. Some people can't, I guess. I don't know. Wayne Mansfield, thank you very much, brother. Everything's well. Thank you very much. Hey, Al, thanks again, brother. Mr. Sabinator is in the house. Thank you so much, brother, for all your support and for you being here. Moon was pretty amazing, especially out here. Geez, you guys, some of you got the moon actually in the outback, zero light pollution. Lucky you, man. I didn't even usually I get to see it going up, even if I don't get to film it. And sometimes I get just 5 minutes of it. So I usually bring the small camera out to try to get it. Nothing. Didn't see it in the sky. Didn't see the sun today in the sky whatsoever. Hey, that train is fucking annoying. And I did not see any sun yesterday either. And now it's day 2. Absolutely no sun. The sun is really in the solar maximum there. You can check me out on Brighteon, my friends. And some of you maybe never heard of it. You don't have to be subscribed to check out the videos. If you want to go by and just check on the videos, I put some, a batch of the research videos up, a couple of them. Then I put the long format videos. The 27-minute video of my channel 8-year anniversary research got 6 views on Brighteon. I don't believe that can happen, especially with the title, exposing the moon with a high definition large telescope that we raised, the $30,000 of equipment with the community, blah, 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 blah. The more I say, the less people go to see the channel. North Bay, Ontario, neighbors in the house. Bruce, right on. Your North Bay, Ontario, Stillman 37. Thanks a lot, neighbor. Ears are bopping. Maybe the sun's flipping. You'll know. We're all going to know. There's going to be a big batch of deaths that very day, because it'll be in a certain region of the world where there's lots of buildings, of course. Does anyone else here think Bruce would do a great job singing Heaven by Bryan Adams? Heaven by Bryan Adams. Pretty please. Heaven by Bryan Adams. You see, that's how uninformed I am about music. I played my own music ever since I was young. I used to listen to pianists that nobody know. I didn't say pianist. I said pianist. So let's see. I'll write down Heaven. How come I would not know that? I have no idea. Maybe because I didn't like Bryan Adams. Maybe that's why. I'll check it out. I like it when people ask me to try certain things. Maybe I'll give it a try. Who knows? Thank you, Jackie. Right on, Sabinator. Thanks for being here, my brother. Bless you back, my friend Keese in the house. At least the mustache is still there. Yep. Mustache, beard still there. What I miss? What I miss? Thank you, sir. My best friend died last week. Sorry to hear about that, Beck from Oz. Really sorry to hear about that. Died last week, and that was the song played. Ah, Heaven? Well, I'll check it out. So it is a nice song then? Sorry to hear about that, Beck. We're sending you energy, my friend. So kind of you, Jackie. Thank you. Like a cigarette burner at night, bud. Stum 37. 13 on Rumble. We'll take it. We have Warden Dragon is here. Thank you very much. Every like helps the channel to get out to others because they are definitely blocking us here. Warden Dragon, thank you very much for being here. Our pleasure, Beck. Sorry again to hear about that, my friend. Warden Dragon, thank you so much, you guys. You guys rock. But we're a small bunch. I mean, you guys must wonder, eh? We really are a small bunch here. And I have nothing but gratefulness and thankfulness to all the people on X, the few on Rumble, and even the few on YouTube now, because unfortunately there are only 28 people a day that come here. And a lot of you that will not believe me will be the ones that come here. Like Jules, Leah, Darla, Star Hunter, all the people that are here every day, and Warden Dragon. I'm not naming some, I know, but some come back, but most people don't come back. And you'll see that it's Elias and our little group here, always here, Flubby Lane. You'll see the same amazing people coming by. Right on. Do my part trying to get Danny Jones to interview. Hey, man, I love you, man. And everything that you guys do to help this channel grow, I really appreciate it. I can't thank you enough, honestly. Well, there's a wine with arsenic. Keith, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Thanks for the nice welcome. Nay, our pleasure, Keith. Thank you for the generous contribution, my friend. Thank you so much. How thoughtful. Yes, Beck. I'm in Canada. I'm on the outskirts of Montreal, exactly in the town of Huntington. Look up God Manchester. It's easier for people to look it up. I'm right in the town of God Manchester, Quebec, in the province of Quebec, outskirts of Montreal. I'm surrounded by barley fields and cornfields, but massive ones, the big farmers. And we have the hydro junction that comes into town here where the 5G tower is and high tension wires. And that's where I'm seeing the activity from really low in the sky. And don't forget, I'm living literally on it, but it's not declared being on it. But just beside us, 5-10 minutes, there's an archaeological dig site, Indian reserve dig site. The Indians were here, obviously everywhere, right? Around the world, but especially here where I am and along the border and stuff, a lot of trade, fur trade and all that. So I'm also on a very unique ley line that you can look up. I've spoken a little bit about that. Those of you that know a little bit about the ley lines and the magnetism and energy that consists of these areas and lines, depending on how dense the topography is. They say the terrain. We have fun and crazy music Space Jam. If you're new to the channel, we meet up there basically on Saturdays. Every Saturday or second Saturday, we get Elias doing a stream. Hey, thanks again, Keith, man. You guys, really awesome. Bruce, people are reporting sunflowers are not fit. Yes, that is right. That is right. I'll tell you, as a matter of fact, I noticed that my tree is not acting normal either. I'm noticing the weather backwards. You must be doing the same thing. All my life, I've seen the clouds go one way and then a second way, but now they're going completely opposite ways. If you look on the map of the weather right now over North America and all the way to Cuba, Jamaica and stuff, there's, Gilma, right? Hurricane Gilma. There's other hurricanes that are starting. You got the one that just went by, Beryl, that drowned us here in Quebec, a lot of water. And more, it's going to get pretty rough. Yep, the sunflowers are facing another way, facing away from the sun. What would cause that? Isn't that odd? I mean, the sun's there. It still should be facing the same way of the sun because, well, the flowers are not necessarily facing the sun. They're facing something else, maybe, right? What do you think of a Schumer piece of legislation? Schumer piece of legislation. Tell me about it. Are you talking about the Schumer ass or the Schumer residence? Residence? Not sure what you mean. Sorry. If you're talking about the bipartisan Senate or the UFO Act or the bipartisan bill that they're supposed to pass, let me know. Nicole S., thank you very much. East Coast Australia, Great Barrier Reef. Thanks you very much, Beck. Beck from Oz in the house. Is that the one that goes? I'm a little off, probably, but thank you so much, Jules. Very thoughtful of you. I'm in Pentland, an hour west of Charters Towers. Right on, brother. So you had some nice weather for moonwalking? Just saw the Luis Elizondo video. It's nothing new to any of us. Revolve in seeing stuff most of our lives. I agree with that. Colorado UFOs. Absolutely. Yeah, the people have seen a lot more than what they said themselves. Well, what my husband has so many stories about Pentland in the day in the 70s. Right on. Warden Dragon, that I appreciate that. And listen, honestly, I need that feedback and I do appreciate that feedback because I work hard on trying to present things properly and in a truthful way and everything. Thanks for that feedback. I love it. I love you for it. Absolutely, Darla. Thank you. On Fridays, guys, we stream twice and once on Wednesday. So you get 3 streams a week. And what, like, I mean, obviously there would be streams all bloody week if the UFO reports would come out. And now they're really stopping the news on the UFOs. You see all the bullshit news coming out about movies about UFOs and alien movies and stuff. I'm not interested in that. I want the real stuff. So thank you very much for that feedback, Warden Dragon. I appreciate that. More than you think. They absolutely do, Stillman 37. I'm having problems seeing some of your posts. Like when I post short videos, I don't know if you know it, all week I posted anywhere from 5 to 10 videos a day of shorts. And a lot of you are seeing it just 3 days after. If you want to support me, you can also support me on Patreon for a couple of dollars, Canadian dollars, by clicking on the link of all my research videos and the fundraiser, of course. Everything is all in the same place. I don't have 10 fundraiser pages and I don't have 10 areas where you can support me. You can become a member. You can use the thanks button, Elmer Fudd. Use the thanks button at Christmas comes by. You leave 99 cents and say, hey, nice moon, Bruce, or hey, that's an awesome effing spaceship that you just showed the world that nobody ever shows. That spaceship, by the way, we're waiting for, I call it the candelabrum. We're waiting for the chandelier UFO from a video of 218 from a Navy person, right? Navy personnel that Jeremy Corbell got his hands on for some reason. Filmographers, right? Linda Moulton Howe, Jeremy Corbell, Stanley Kubrick. They're all photographers. You know that, right? Well, Bruce, you're a cinematographer. Not making movies yet. Yeah, Darla, I did too. And when I moved here, God and man is definitely a good choice of a good choice. God and man, because I think that's what's here. We have humans and aliens here, pretty much. Nicole S., thank you very much. And wow. Jack Halloween, a lot of people listen to the channel. They don't have time to comment or whatnot, but listen, I appreciate you for taking the time to do so. Obviously, maybe because you're hearing that the channel is sort of dead. Yeah, listen, Jack, thanks a lot, brother. And a lot of you have been here for like many years, and I know it. And not everybody has to come and subscribe either. And thank you if you are subscribed, because no subscribers since February. There should be a lot of subscribers coming in, but the revenue is really worrying me about it going down. The way the revenue went down is that I'm placing ads. It's a free channel. You can come, you watch one or two ads for 15 or 10 seconds, and then you go on to the video. And I'm talking about an ad for 11 or 15 minutes. I never exaggerate with the ads, but don't forget, YouTube has control over that, most likely. Am I getting the revenue? I'd hope so, but it cut down. So they say that my community is looking at the videos 50% less since I posted the spaceship videos. They say that my subscribers do not have any interest in UFOs. And then they write on the page beside it, these are the channels that your community watches. All UFO channels, from Y-Files all the way to Third Phase of Moon, even Secure Team. I get a lot of people here that watch Secure Team when he posts, and they come by here. I mean, I'm all for it. I think it's cool that people that have communities and some of those community members come over to see some other channels. I think the ones that wind up here are the ones that are looking for truth, but I also think that you are being tested. And I think maybe God, not just the government, is only allowing a few people to see what's going on. It is God Manchester. What a name of a place. I think it's amazing. There's definitely some energy here. I can feel it. Right on, Darla. Thank you. Well, Beck says she's an amateur archaeologist, independent. I love that. I'm an amateur ufologist, Beck. That's what I've been doing for quite a while now. And I'm trying to do everything professionally. I'm studying based on the lines and the field research of what ufologists do, both in France and Canada and the UK. And I tend to think that ufology has to be updated. That's a little bit of why I'm here. And I intend on updating new fields and bringing new fields into the field of ufology and get myself killed. I think it'd be pretty cool. So I find lots of things here on the East Coast. So archaeologists, independent from the mainstream, I love hearing that, find lots of things here on the East Coast. See, that's awesome, Beck. As a matter of fact, darn it, schmarn it. Oh, that's so gay. I should show it. People wonder when Giza, Giza, the Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, when it was made, by who it was made, where they got the stones. Do you know that those stones are all from the bottom of an ocean? And as a matter of fact, that's the ocean that was right beside them. And then I came to this conclusion. I said, that makes so freaking much sense, that because aliens came here, this is a theory, came here on Earth when the flood had subsided. So they came here a bit before and said, okay, well, it looks like it's going to take 3 years or 3 months for the water to subside. When the water subsided, started heating up the surface and dried it up and made this very wet clay, blocks of clay. The whole ground must have been so solid and pressed down with the weight of the water. The aliens came down and dug out these blocks, levitated them, taken them out, whatever, maybe even with machinery, to build Giza. Giza, there's a video out there on TikTok that's going around where the Pyramid of Giza is all entirely made with blocks that are filled with shells on it. There's shells all over, and fish, and you see dead fish there that were on the bottom of the ocean. And it gets me mad because, well, that gets me happy, but I get mad when you hear about what they tell us in the past about archaeology. They're full of shit. Excuse the expression. They're lying through their teeth. And they're telling us so many lies about the giants, lies about what those pyramids were used for. I'm not even going to get into that, but I was supposed to show it this one. It was absolutely full of crustaceans. That's what I wanted to say. It's full of crustaceans, millions of them. The whole pyramid themselves were made by those blocks. And as a matter of fact, beside Giza, the guy says, you never see this. And he turns around and he shows the ground, and it's all blocks cut. All blocks cut for kilometers around Giza, because they were taking that up, just piling them up there. So think of it. If they came here and there was no vegetation, what would they have to build? Mud, right? And that when you look down in ancient civilizations, mud huts and all that bullshit that they talk about, probably wasn't because they were primitive. It was always cataclysmic events that would occur, right? We're going to have to resort to mud huts and crap like that and dig holes and live in caves if ever the sun blows up or they create a deliberate EMT attack or something, or, you know, all hell is going to break loose. Nuclear reactors, when there's floods, don't even think of it. You have diesel generators that are, by the way, outside. Do you know that all the diesel generators that are supposed to help the nuclear reactors maintain in floods and cataclysmic events are on the outside, are going to be completely flooded. And once they're empty, they won't be able to be refilled. Whole world's going to be up to shits. How many times did that happen? Probably several times. We don't know if the pollution is going to stay for 100 years or if it's going to stay for 2 weeks. To be honest with you, everything is theory. Science is a theory. And that's all what we do. We're a smart, intelligent being, semi-intelligent, that comes up with all these theories. Even Isaac Newton, the theory of Einstein's theory of relativity. Both of them. There were two of them, right? The special theory of relativity, which is the one that interests me, but it was still just a guess, a very educated guess. But he was only about 80% or 90% close. He did not find out what energy was equal to. It's not equal. So basically, energy is not equal to mc squared, mass times the charge squared, right? But it was close because they overshot a hell of a lot when they made the tests. The Arizona test site, Nevada test site, also an area where there are a lot of UFOs. Do you all believe that the UFOs or extraterrestrials exist? I hope so by now, because they do. And do you believe that they're here to control the nuclear facilities and to take out missiles? It is coming out in the news. Lots of military bases are being, having problems, encounters, maybe even abductions, who knows, where they're taking out the silos, that they're decommissioning them. Okay. That because there must be some big war coming, or because they sent something in space. Do you think extraterrestrials want us sending nuclear bombs out in space, for Pete's sakes? Of course not. And the thing is, what I heard on the grapevine, I'm sure some of you have too, that apparently when that happens, when there's a massive explosion here, UFOs have problems. Now, here's a secret. I'm going to do more research about it, but have you heard of a scalar? A scalar is absolutely the reason why UFOs that are extraterrestrial are being taken down. This was a mistake that happened back in the 40s, and they were able to take down UFOs. There's a certain field, that happens, magnetic fields, obviously, and frequencies. This is how we can take them down. And people will say, but if they're intelligent beings, how can you take an intelligent being down? Let's not exaggerate, guys. Everyone's been telling us that they're so intelligent that they don't even talk. They teleport, and they talk through their minds through telepathy and stuff. Oh, come on, shut up. They drive around in spacecraft. They mine for what, you think? For rings? If they're mining, is because they need metal for infrastructure. If they're mining, they need material, strong, heavy material to make spaceship and spacecraft. What they have that's ahead of us is the camouflage and cloaking devices. The scalar. That's how they're taking UFOs down. And that's how a UFO crashed, which just came out. Another whistleblower talking about a UFO that crashed in the desert. Where was it? Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. And it crashed there. And the guy even got a piece of the UFO, by the way. So these are other stories that are also coming out in the news there that I've been seeing this week that were pretty exceptional, I find. Keys, thank you again. And Anika, thank you so much. Coffee will make the new socks for the winter. Oh, yes. Hey, Anika, they're heaven sent. I'll be honest with you. And I didn't think they would be that warm, but they are, boy. I tell you. I thank you for that. Thanks for being here, everyone. Nanika, that's so generous. I thank you very much. Beck says, Darla, I'm a bit diverse. I do a few different things. I should playlist my finds. Of course, Beck, you should. Absolutely. Put up short videos. Example. Put up a short video, then maybe a longer format video. You never know, Beck. I'll tell you what, it's a good hobby, and it'll get your mind off things. Sometimes if bad things are going on in your life, it's pretty cool coming on here to talk to a family. I've been it's not easy having a channel and hiding things when things happen in the family. It's over the years, several things have happened to anyone in their own families. And when it does, it's hard to remain smiley. It's hard to continue to do what you're doing. You guys helped me a lot with that. So much. Dennis, hey, brother, thank you very much. And thanks for being a member, man. I love seeing you guys here and over the years. And since the time that you have been, thank you so much. Audacious Amber, thank you for being here. Welcome. Awesome, guys. You want to help with equipment? All the research videos has the My Event link, and you can support me there. Sev, thank you very much, Anika. Sev, how are you? Thanks, Sev. Delta Dog in the house to watch the 13-minute video. A good one, too. Keith, I'm with you on that one. I'm honestly with you on that one. I think that we are the ones that could be abducting other planets. And don't forget, monkey see, monkey do. And I think that that's what's happening is that the aliens, guys, I hope you know that those aliens that are advanced are very intrigued with us. They are astonished with our construction. They're amazed at our flying vehicles and stuff. Imagine how many ways that we can fly airplanes, you know, on water, on toxic chemicals. Imagine how long it would take, you know, to develop all that, if not doing it through back engineering ancient technology, or maybe it's deliberate. My friend, the archaeologist, who works in archaeology uh, in her pastime, or even professionally. What do you think of that? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that some things are buried here for us to learn certain things, or and for us to be stumped about something. Finding a watch in a sarcophagus, and you got to hate the lies. Sometimes somebody comes out with a video that's a lie, and they say there was one about a watch that was found in an Egyptian sarcophagus. Apparently, that's a lie. But then you start wondering, well, did they say that was a lie because it's true and they want to hide it? So the ideal is to be able to hide a part of the truth. You insert a little lie. If somebody tells the complete truth online that the government wants to hide, they don't take it down. They insert a smart lie that changes the whole scenario. Same way that we come up with theories about what was on the moon. Guys, we're going to see a close up of the moon. I hope you appreciated the Mare Crisium zoom up, by the way. Try to see anybody that gets it that close. That was one of the clearest nights to be able to see the roads or bridges and whatnot inside of Mare Crisium. Thank you so much, Rick the Painter. Hey, man, thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate that. Corey 42, howdy. We're gonna before we get in the video. Thanks, you guys. We got Rick the Painter in the house. Nina, the Mystic Truther. Thanks for coming back. Greetings from beautiful British Columbia. Thank you very much. Canadian neighbor. Hey, we don't have many Canadians, Nina, that comes here, so thank you so much. No insult to Canadians, but we are really a small bunch. We're about to get into that video. Just let me catch up here. Bruce created a group on Truth Social. Yeah, I have to check that out too, my friend. Thanks for the opinions and suggestions, everybody. Thank you very much to draw people to your videos. And now they have live channels called Truth Plus. It's so discouraging, Stillman 37. When I went on Brighteon, it's, there's nobody there. Nobody watching the videos. As a matter of fact, did you guys know that on my Brighteon, unfortunately, I probably got rid of it. Damn it. On my Brighteon, I'm not allowed using keywords. It doesn't work. And I have to put in the whole title, add 25 or more keywords to be able to know for us where to place your video upon demand. So I have to copy that. I have to drop that in keywords, and then I can post the video. And when I post the video, it takes like an hour for it to upload. And then when it uploads, it takes 2 seconds for it to upload, but it takes an hour for it to show up, and I don't get views at all. Found your channel because of a friend sent me a moon video of yours. I love hearing that, Kelly. Thank you for sharing that. That's like Pat Gassar. Pat C met me by one of his friends in the military here. I think in Canada, Canadian military, who's um, out on mission, if I'm not mistaken, right now, and he watches my videos. Find the delivery of most UFO channels boring, but you and your chat are fun. Thank you so much, Kelly. It's because we have some real stuff to talk about, at least, and to look at. That's the cool part. Like this afternoon, like when I talk about this evening, when I talk about the news in a moment or two, uh, it's about a spaceship. Luis Elizondo was talking about alien retrieval programs. You don't think I'm going to put up my spaceship? Hell yeah. That's, I got the research to prove it. And that's why they're blocking me. Do you believe that I could put up a UFO video and not a UFO, a spaceship video, shape shifting spacecraft, by the way, with witness? Okay. MUFON investigator witnessed it. I think he's a MUFON investigator. If not, he knows some. I don't want to put words in Jeff's mouth. Only reason I was absent was to focus on my mental health. Jackie, always, that's what we do. I like meditation. I'm a hermit here in a way. No friends, no physical friends. And I found myself really quickly. When you're alone with yourself, you find yourself. There's a part of you that speaks to you without being crazy. I'm telling you. Was to focus on my mental health. At over 45 years old, I can finally say I've successfully tapered of SSRIs, right on. Took them for 30 years. Proud of you, Jackie. And you should be proud of yourself too. Absolutely. We live in a hard world, Jackie. We don't have a lot of help around us. When I say help, I mean emotionally. Everybody's struggling, and it's deliberate. The elites, the system is made to hyper stress us the same way that they make chickens lay eggs. I worked at Bonnie Best. We stress them. Heavy metal music, injections, eggs pop out, pop out, pop out. But that's what they're doing to us. They're getting us sick. You ever get worried about something and just say, F it? Screw that. I'm not even going to get worried. As a matter of fact, I'm going to laugh at it. As a matter of fact, I hope it gets my ass. I hope it ruins me. Come on, I dare you to. It's not going to happen. It's like the Matrix, everything opposite happens. So sometimes before I get to the bottom of the ladder, I can whip myself back up a couple of steps often just by playing around with my mind, myself, the Matrix. Beck says, Bruce, I would love to talk to you about a sighting above my house. Three of us. My husband is still in shock 7 years later. Beck from Oz, I would be more than happy. And it's not hard. You come by a stream on an evening, Wednesday or a Friday night, and Friday afternoon stream, and you say, Bruce, I'd love to come on and talk to you about it. We can do that, Beck. Come back to the next streams and we can absolutely do that. I think that would be very interesting. I'll hold you to it. Hold me to it. The pyramids are majestic. Absolutely, Keith. Especially viewed from the back of a oh my gosh, would be ridiculously incredible. Like getting the view of Giza really, really close with just the back of the head of the camel, Incredible. Imagine how many alien bases are in the oceans and Great Lakes. I agree with you, Delta Dog, 100%. I should be having some of this coffee, eh? Yeah, we'll hear from Beck. Absolutely. You guys can check me out on Rumble. The link is right there. If you prefer being on Rumble, maybe you have a Rumble channel, head on over and subscribe to it. 58 likes. I really appreciate that. Hyra, Twitter, if you're listening, I know some people come over from Twitter, and I'm positive there are. I bet you if I go see right now, there's probably about 38 watching because there's not many here watching, that's for sure, from YouTube. Let's see on X here. Thanks to those from X if you're watching. 74 watched. Guys, there's 74 watching on Rumble, and here there are 70 at the stream. Right now. Incredible. Or the 74 that watched on Rumble. Larry, thanks a lot, my man. We're getting into a video. I have some too, Darla. The bee pollen. It grows no, but maybe. Very good for the health, apparently. They can sense future events. Keys, I believe that too, and I believe it's a fact. Like us, guts, but more specifically, as a matter of fact, much like an animal's basic instinct, right? Like eagle eyes, right? And here's the thing, Keys. If I'm um, predicting some stuff, guys, do you remember me telling you that Elon Musk is going to become um, involved in politics in Congress, and that Junior, okay, right, Kennedy's the JFK Junior, okay, is going to work for Donald Trump, right? Well, they just said today that he's possibly going to endorse Donald Trump to be sure to win for the Republican win, so the Democrat shitheads don't get into ruin another 4 or 5 years with Kamala Harris. My only medication now is those funny looking Mexican tomatoes. You right on, man. Health, brother. Health, health, health. Thanks, Keys, for sharing that. Yes, Stillman 37 knows about scalar waves. Scalar waves, they used radar to bring them down. Absolutely. That's what they did. And they didn't even know that they were going to be able to do that. So that means that one UFO got caught by a scalar wave. So when that happened, think of it at the end of the 40s. You can imagine how that changed and evolved even the alien spacecraft. So look at it the way you want, my friend. We are at war or being spied on by extraterrestrial beings. They're here to control us from bombing their investments, obviously, on the freaking moon. Okay. Because all UFO reports are going to revolve around the moon. Don't think anywhere in your mind that the UFOs that are buzzing around Earth are not the ones that we're looking at on the moon. Don't even dare think that that's not them. Come on. From the Zeta Reticuli star system, come on. Because in reality, extraterrestrials do not fly around space. That's why they won't be seen. They don't fly around space. When we see those UFOs flying around, they're flying around Earth once they enter in the atmosphere. That's why they enter, appear, and disappear. They're quasi projecting. I believe that 100%. Mouse cat in the house. Saw an interview where the guy said that he met an extraterrestrial who just wanted a cup of water. Now you see, yeah, I saw that too, actually. Three of them. He said it was like three children that came out. He said it looked like an erect ant person standing up with an ant head or face. Aliens, basically. I heard that story too. I don't know if it's the same story. And they landed on a farm. They wanted water, and it might not even be the same story. Was given water, and then had to grab parts to fix their bloody craft, and the leftover parts that stayed there, the guy kept them. It's that stupid, the story. They can be stuck sometimes. They know that if there are human beings here that are not the government, when they land, they know that they'll be afraid of the aliens, and they know that there could be a chance that humans are intelligent enough to interact with them. Sure, we'd be afraid, but we're not like stone men. We would react sort of fearful, but gesture. Like if an alien came out and went, how stressful is that? But if he comes out and goes, okay, well, run. But, when you think of it, Jackie, well, that's very nice of you. Yeah, I'm probably busy. I was thinking of Susan Rivella today, actually, in Rocky, but an amazing supporter of the channel. And yeah, but we're thinking of her. That's for sure. Thanks, Jackie. Witness for Justice. Love you more, my friend. Thank you so much, you guys. Mouse, not moose. Canadian mouse, not Canadian moose. Keys, we really are, as much as our cosmic brothers and sisters, with genitals or not. Sandro, hello. Thank you for coming back, you guys. The Albanian Syndicate. I'm happy I'm going down here because these are all people you are all the people commenting on my channel. It's sort of going to get me teary-eyed, to be honest with you. It's always the same people. It's always a small batch of people that are amazing helping the channel. And of course, the other 30 watching are the other 30 that don't comment very much, but they're watching the channel. Thank you so much. Okie dokie. There's another one. Doesn't matter. We're just about to start the video. I waited for you. I knew you were going to be late. And thanks for those generous contributions, you guys. Dario Leotine is in the house. Sarcophagus. It's called the sarcophage. Sarcophage. I said it in French, eh? Sarcophagus. Did I say sarcophage? That's in French. Thank you, Dario. Hawkeyes 13. Music Apocalyptic Elmer Fudd. Music Thanks. Bigfoot Try and Connect Me. Okay. Mother Earth is the mothership. Hawkeyes 13. You're a smart person. I agree with you. We are on the spaceship. On the exterior of the spaceship are the slaves. It's quite simple. Very, very simple. Who go darn? Cool. Thank you very much, my friends. Keys, you said a mouthful there. We are. And that's the side of the aliens that some alien beings don't have. They have the knowledge, the math, the designing things that work and stuff like that. But we have time for the beauty. Imagine how an alien feels landing in a building when they create freaking buildings with their minds. You go into a spacecraft, guys, and there's more space than the universe inside the craft. Try to wrap your minds around that one. It defies laws of physics. We can't depend on the laws of physics to try to even understand what the hell's going on. That's why they're using unconventional theories and conclusions now to talk about it, which it is getting interesting, and you'll see things will get very creative. Sandro, thanks a lot. Our space is not it's the bodies that sit in space. Right on, Hawkeyes 13. I like that perspective. Man, kids, what is really going on? Jules, right you are. There's ways of telling them, and me too. I spit it out right away, and that's going to remain in their heads. They're always going to remember that. Let's go see that video now, everyone. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. Thanks for your generous contributions too. We're going to watch a 13-minute video together on Friday. I won't keep you too long, and then we'll stick around for a couple of minutes after that and talk. Thanks for watching, everyone. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you haven't, because this channel is always being attacked and we always need some new people coming by. Let me open up the stream here. Enjoy, my friends. Where is... Oh, here we go. I get a lot of things that disappear. Except that's something, when something disappears, it's that it can't be, right? Then you say, well, I must have done something wrong. It's got to be on the floor. No. We're talking about teleportation, and I got my things disappearing. Okay. What the hell? Hang on, guys. All right. False alarm, reteleported. Often news comes out about... Yes, Bruce. Hang on there, man. Let me bring my big head down here, out of the way, so you guys can watch and enjoy the news, a little bit of news, and we go watch a little bit of things on a lot of variation. You guys should like it. And I'll be right with you to chat right after that, guys. Thank you very much. Often news comes out about UFOs and it adds to the story, the continuation of this UFO cover-up. And quite often we have to look for this information. Sometimes it comes out by Ross Coulthard on News Nation. Sometimes it's some other news media, and not always a news media that we trust or watch. But I suggest that no matter where the information is coming out from, that you listen very carefully. There's more information coming out from Luis Elizondo that just came out. We'll look at that. But right now, in the news in space, NASA might keep Boeing astronauts, because some of you were asking me, Bruce, what's going to happen with the NASA astronauts, the Boeing astronauts, sorry. So NASA might keep Boeing astronauts on the space station, get this, until February 2025. And they're going to tap SpaceX to bring them home. So the two astronauts were meant to stay on the space station for about a week, right? But problems with the Starliner capsule occurred, and this has left them waiting for more than 2 months. Let's get into a bit of the news. The agency said Wednesday that it's still evaluating options for how to bring NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams back to Earth safely, and that no plan has been made yet. But officials acknowledged more openly than before that they may decide to use a SpaceX capsule instead. Maybe that's how they should bring us around here on Earth in capsules and SpaceX capsules instead of Boeing planes. Anyways, our prime option is to return Butch and Sonny. Steve Stick, manager of NASA's Commercial Crew Program, said Wednesday in a news briefing. However, we have done the requisite planning to make sure we have other options open, and so we have been working with SpaceX to ensure that they're ready to respond. SpaceX Polaris Dawn private spacewalk mission. Live updates. So find out the latest about SpaceX's private Polaris Dawn spacewalk mission for billionaire, Jared Isaacman. So we have a private, what is this going to do? Wow, Elon, really cool for you. We've got Elon that's going to be asked to save the Boeing astronauts, and now SpaceX Polaris Dawn private spacewalk. It's interesting. Let's talk a little bit about American billionaire Jared Isaacman and 3 others on a 5-day flight to attempt the world's first private spacewalk. The mission is the first of 3 Polaris program space flights with SpaceX, and the secondary personally financed by Isaacman himself. So for you all, the Polaris Dawn mission is scheduled to launch August 26th at 3:38 a.m. in the morning EDT time, 7:38 GMT time, during a 4-hour launch window. So we'll see if they launch. It will fly on a Falcon 9 rocket and the Crew Dragon capsule Resilience, making its 3rd flight. Isaacman will serve as mission commander with U.S. Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, retired Scott Kidd Poteet as pilot. Sarah Gillis, SpaceX-led space operations engineer for astronaut training, because they're going to be watching him, right? So now I want to talk about Luis Elizondo, next Pentagon official that claimed U.S. has recovered non-human specimens. He's not the only one, right? There's over 50 whistleblowers that Ross Coulthard at News Nation, that's why I have News Nation posted up here. This is where I'm getting the information from. So, of course, Luis Elizondo, a Department of Defense insider. He resigned from his job with Defense Department to go public. So this is important for you all to know. There's an interview coming up that airs Friday at 9/8 Central. 9/8 Central on News Nation. Let's get into the story. Former Pentagon insider Luis Elizondo says that the Department of Defense has a spacecraft crash retrieval program and has recovered non-human specimens. In a News Nation special, Elizondo reveals more than any Pentagon official has done before, naming the government agencies and aerospace companies, he says, that possess these alleged spacecraft. Elizondo told News Nation's Ross Coulthard that the U.S. government recovered one of 2 unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAP, during Roswell incident in 1947. The United States has been involved in the recovery of objects, vehicles of unknown origin that are neither from our country or any other foreign country, alien, that we're aware of, Elizondo said. We as a nation have been interested in not only the vehicles themselves, but the occupants of these vehicles, to include biological specimens. He's into biology. Not everybody knows that. He's a biologist himself. We're not alone, he says, and I believe him. We are not alone in the universe. It is a simple fact. It's as simple as that, he says. The U.S. government has been aware of that fact for decades. The Department of Defense has rebuked Elizondo's comments in a statement to News Nation, denying the existence of any credible evidence of extraterrestrial activity. As we stated previously, Luis Elizondo, News Nation stated previously, not me, Luis Elizondo had no assigned responsibilities for the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, ATIP, while assigned to the Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence and Security. Sue Goff, Department of Defense spokesperson, told this to News Nation. The department is fully committed to openness and accountability to Congress, to the American people, which it must balance with its obligation to protect sensitive information, sources, and their methods. To date, we have not found any credible evidence of extraterrestrial activity. They said it themselves at the beginning that it was extraterrestrial. They're just not saying it's extraterrestrial, but they're confirming to you that it's not our country and it's not a foreign country. Hello. To date, Arrow has not discovered any verifiable information to substantiate claims that any programs regarding the possession of reverse engineering of extraterrestrial materials have existed in the past or exist currently. UFO believers push back on that sentiment, contending that the Pentagon is running a disinformation campaign to discredit Luis Elizondo. Additionally, they believe Elizondo's involvement in the UAP program at the Pentagon has been confirmed multiple times. Those includes a letter from the former Assistant Department Secretary of Defense Chris Mellon to Senator Harry Reid that allegedly confirmed Elizondo's specific role in ATIP. Also, internal Defense Department emails since made public also allegedly indicate that Elizondo was running ATIP. That's the proof that we needed. A little bit of news here, a little bit of news there. Even more interesting, Mayor Christian and all these massive bridges or lines that are completely manipulated. Back, you can see a fusioning or smoke or some type of trail going by. So I try to get the closest views of the moon for you all. I hope you appreciate this one of Mayor Christian. If you want to see it, the whole video, you can go see the last video that I just posted. Look at all the bloody colors. Just absolutely incredible seeing the surface this way. Mayor Christian, always very hard to get along the top side of the moon, the edge, but I zoomed up that night last summer. Absolutely incredible. It was pouring rain for the moon that we just got, unfortunately. So it's a 14-inch CGXL telescope with a Nikon D850 at the back. It's an expensive telescope. My community helped me raise money to buy. And now first of all, I was lucky enough to be able to see UFOs, right? And to continue to get them in the research. So that's why I'm trying to grow the channel. But obviously there is some tension with what I'm showing, and they're completely blocking the traffic. Let's bring down the exposure here a little bit. When you bring down the exposure, you automatically pick up the UFOs that are flying by. Anything's going to have a shadow around it when you bring down the exposure. If not, it has the same reflectivity as the surface. Everything on the surface looks like the same tone, same colors, but everything has a unique color. It's not gray. The moon is absolutely not gray. The effects of space and whatnot, from looking on a different celestial object, we tend to see things in space without color, but not always. Look at all the blues and many different colors that we can see. This is Mare Fecunditatis. That's where all the UFOs are rising up. And that tower object that people say there's a tower there is not a tower. Right in the center, those two big dots, white, fusioning dots and the lines that go down, I showed it properly. That object's lying down. For years, people have been saying a tower. There's no tower there. These are bridges, for sure, constructed. And there again, that smoke layer at the back of Mare Crisium. But inside of Mare Fecunditatis, that piece in the center with the two big white dots, we're going to go see that again, is not rising up. It goes down off the cliff to, tunnels or pipes or whatever they may be. I believe the smoking the surface. So now, don't know if you can hear me, but dark energy. I've done lots of tests with some programs, not the artificial intelligence ones, but it does the same thing. It tries to adjust the sharpened aspect and perspective of the image. It goes and accentuates on each and individual objects. And actually, I noticed that the only time I use an expensive one, it completely distorted my image. Completely. Here, a really close view of Mare Crisium, because I want you to see on the left side of Mare Crisium, there's so many lines there going to that power source. So they're all connected. The biggest power sources are connected and goes into. It wasn't as good as what I'm doing now. Look at all the artificial programs that people will use, even the channel that just recently used it, and it's not better than this. Mare Fecunditatis. Let's jump to the area where I said that it's not a tower in Mare Fecunditatis. I proved it too. I showed it extremely close. There we are inside of Mare Fecunditatis. So now we're pushing it a little bit. Pushing the limits is not always pleasant to view, depending on what monitor you have, but you're welcome if you have a 75-inch television like me. That in the center is not a tower. It is lying down. It's a double bridge, more like a double overpass, perfectly symmetrical. And I'm going to get a circle up on the bridge. It overlaps and descends down into with just a drop like off a cliff. That's lying down in Merfricantes. That object is lying down, two bridges, extending from two fusioning points right there, and it bends over the edge there, that bridge area, and descends down to deeper levels and surfaces. I've showed it closer up. We can see where it bends right there at the bottom of the massive passing bridge. Funny how there's always two fusioning lights placed everywhere. Two there with a line. Yep, two there, two there, two there. The lines, these are all massive. This is a major source that goes to this. Something happens, some conversion here leads off to another energy source, probably part of what's smoking the moon. And this here, this and this are supposedly two craters. You got to be friggin' stupid to think that this, and this are craters when they're all the same. It's ridiculous. Two there with a line. You're looking at a city, industrial. Do you see the square here? On a square base, there is a black square. I bet you didn't even notice it. Watch, I'll back up a little bit. Bends over the edge there, that bridge area, and descends down to deeper levels and surfaces. I've showed it closer up. We can see where it bends right there at the bottom of the massive passing bridge. Funny how there's always two fusioning lights placed everywhere. Two there with a line, two there with a line. You're looking at a city, industrial city. And under all those gray patches of blurriness is life. Watch the object, the anomaly on the side of the moon. Do you notice what this one is? That's the massive spaceship-like object shaped that I show you that's rised up off the moon. You know how it points up into the air? We can't see it pointing up. Now it looks like it's in a hole, but it's supposedly because of the Terminator line. So what we're zooming on to now is an object of the same shape that's behind it, like a cliff. That object right there. I see hundreds of them on the north side of the moon. Look like cannons. I know they're not, but just cannon shape. Watch. Going to see a forest after that, guys. Look at Mare Serenitatis, how different it is in only a few hours apart. But now let's look at it drastically with different years, different months, and we see Mare Serenitatis basically pointing in every direction at one point. Tycho in the bottom is just veered off completely. Here, the Crisium Basin, just 3 days apart, you can see a drastic change. So that's one heck of a shift, what natural or not. And there she is, Mare Serenitatis, bestcell with that line going through it. Are there any changes on the surface? Yeah, sure they are. The colors are very, very changing and different all the time. But the Terminator line, there's a whole bunch of things to take into consideration. But either way, we're documenting some of them and we're viewing some of the changes. Thanks for watching, everyone. Well, it really does look like cloud cover, right? All between those high elevated mountainous areas, we can see a lot of smog. Looks like we're looking at bloody forests. Very spongy, weird terrain. And I say spongy. I see the fluff or the blurriness, like patchiness of it all. The different colors. For all we know, those browns could be changing colors of trees that are just quite simply red. Hello? Hello? Now they're not allowing me to comment, but I took a video of it. All right, thank you. So now I'll scroll down, no video sound, no microphone. So now I'm back. Hello, I hear you, I hear you. Okay, good. I'm so sorry about that, my friends. Really sorry about that. So now how far back was it? Lots to tell you here. We're almost done, by the way.
There she is, Mare Serenitatis, bestseller with that line going through it. Are there any changes on the surface?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, sure they are. The colors are very, very changing. And
Must be my fault. It must be me, not a troll. It's when I take this box off. No, I did. I clicked it on. I don't know why it's
different all
Anyways.
the time. But the Terminator line, there's a whole bunch of things to take into consideration. But either
We're gonna
way,
look at a
we're
forest.
documenting some of them and we're viewing some of the changes. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Del Boy, thanks
Well, it
for
really
being
does
here.
look like cloud cover, right? All between those high elevated mountainous areas, we can see a lot of smog.
Looks like we're looking at bloody forests. Very spongy, weird terrain. And I say spongy. I see the fluff or the blurriness, like patchiness of it all. The different colors. For all we know, those browns could be changing colors of trees that are just quite simply red. Who knows? See that? See that? See that? See that? Gonna get my head ripped off. Look at them next week. See where they go. Just look at all the atmosphere and everything we can see. It's
They're up
absolutely
there.
incredible. Let's see it one more time with the exposure tape.
They're building this. I'm telling you, over here is where this crater here is the crater, and this crater here is the crater that they're building. They're almost completing it. I had just the first wall in 2020, and then they built the other wall here, and now they're closing it up. This one here is getting massive. We'll be seeing the changes again at the end of the year.
Taken right down ridiculously, not all the way down, but quite a bit.
Wait till we bring
It's
exposure now.
overwhelming.
Look
I
at
mean,
that.
it's just intense. There's no
So now here is what I was saying when I got cut off before. There's 3 lines here. They're connected to 1, 2, and 3 energy sources. 1, 2, 3. As thin as they are to see, they're still there. And these lines go up the tower there, up the tower there. Then they go back to this energy source, a line go to this energy source, a line go to that energy source, and just keeps going up to Mons Argeas. You see the lines going by there. They landed there, they said. Why the hell would they land in the city? It makes no sense right beside this rectangle there. Watch when we bring the exposure down. We're almost done here.
those browns could be changing colors of trees that are just quite
Thanks to
simply
the 84
red.
watching.
Who knows?
Yeah, I got a video, guys. These creators are being manipulated. These creators are being changed. It's also the work that a channel stole from me and started passing it off as somebody else's work, guys. There's lots of people watching me, guys. All the channels that you guys like, by the way, they're not all good.
Look at all the atmosphere and
They're
everything
hypocrites.
we can see. It's absolutely incredible. Let's see it one more time with the exposure
Watch
taken
this.
right down ridiculously. Not all the way down, but
No
quite a bit.
saturation here.
It's overwhelming. I mean, it's just intense. There's no added color at all. No extra saturation.
Bereshit crashed here. After Bereshit crashed, it started being browns. Did Bereshit crash there to start a forest fire?
Not there's anything bad about it. Sometimes you need saturation in images of space, those who know how to do.
Here's the funny part. People say I'm full of shit. Well, get this. Would you believe me if I told you that these are craters? What's the chance of impact craters happening every 10,000 years, one beside the other? The exact same size impact. They're domes, the structures, or they're piles of smoke, fusioning smoke. And here's the thing. If there's microgravity on the moon, I highly doubt there is actually, but if there is, it's a possibility. Smoke, the way it reacts in microgravity, is in a pill form. An industry would have a massive round circular mushroom shaped smoke that remains around it and that would always remain there and form there. That could be another thing that we're seeing.
Long exposure in space, astrophotography. Look at the surface. Incredible. The white over to the left, you can see that's all cloud or smoke. It's all hiding the surface. That's
All
what I
this.
believe.
All this
Well,
here.
hey, everyone, thank you so much for watching. This channel is being shadow banned, confirmed on all my platforms. Brighteon, X, Rumble. Thanks for subscribing.
So thank you so much, my friends, for taking the time to listen to that with me. I appreciate it. Remove from studio. There we go. Stream magic is gone. Yes, dark energy. I have tried some programs. I wouldn't say artificial intelligent programs. I've seen them done. I saw a channel using it recently. It makes the images better. I have the high definition on my telescope. It was almost now almost $3,000 US more to get that option. And with the Nikon D850 at the back, it's pretty clear on what we can see. But the problem is, it's that I was using programs. Actually, I talked about this in 217. Programs, I didn't use the programs, but I'm doing the same effect as what people that dive use when they want to take pictures of cities underwater in the darkness and these pylons or stairs that are down there. They have these programs that they use that adjusts the cloudiness. So I looked up as to what happens in a program when they adjust the cloudiness, and it always comes down to the same thing. It's an adjustment of the exposure, contrast, and whatever. If you're able to do it without a manipulation of a program, some of the programs I really didn't like because it made all the craters actually look like structures. And I was actually surprised at how it really changed. One thing I have a hard time doing is, and I never do, is that I rarely sharpen my moon images. When you sharpen the moon image, okay. But if you sharpen the live footage, you're going to sharpen the atmosphere. You're going to see that haze a lot worse when you sharpen the atmosphere. When I bring it in the negative image, it's a little trick. Also, the green filter color also gets rid of some of the fog that we can see in the image. It darkens it It brings out the images a bit more, some of the structures a bit more. But on the closeness of the way I zoomed in and how close I am, it's pretty much that once people get in as close as me, there's all the structures are there. It's a matter of seeing them well or not well. And they're pretty much clear from the ones I'm showing. Amanda Mann, thank you very much for being here. Welcome. Thank you. Sorry about that, you guys. Really sorry for all the crap that happened. A lot of problems today. Patrick, this is actually a very big storm, Darla. We're going to get some crap there that's coming our way. I love you, Nika. Thank you so much, you guys. Sofa King Exciting is here. Thanks a lot, you guys. Hey, Justin, in the house. Thank you. Yes, Odidoki, I hear you. I can. Morning to you, brother. Delta Dog. Oh, yeah. We got a lot of funny people here. We do. Yep, I've done that before. Hey, Del Boy from Scotland. Hello, Scotland. Always love it when I got people from Scotland here. Welcome, Scotland. Absolutely, Darla. We have a few now from Scotland. Beck, want to thank you for stopping by. Thanks for the contributions. And if you're here, just being here is a major contribution. And I'm not going to forget that you had a story that you wanted to hear, something that happened with your husband, and that it's been like 7 years or something like that you guys are still astonished about it. I believe it. So I'd be more than happy one day when you're not too busy. Come on at a stream. I'd be more than happy to hear your story. You can show yourself. You can hide yourself. You don't have to show your real true self either. You can use an icon and whatnot. Thanks, you guys, for checking it out. Thanks for the interest also. Yeah, Darla, that there, it's favoritism, like me, I prefer being on YouTube. Brighteon really sucks right now because I can't even stream. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing over there. There's nobody there. Rumble doesn't work for me. It's broken. There's nobody that comes to see the channel. So they obviously blocked me, but it would work even better than YouTube, Darla. People are making more money on Rumble than on YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm not. But yeah. Yes, hello, Joe. Lots of them too. As a matter of fact, this week, Count Derp, did you notice that the troll has been shutting up for the past 4 days? Because I just showed a spacecraft. The guy that harasses me and threatens me and pretends that he's hiding and lurking in shadows when I know he's just watching kids in parks. He tells me that he's going to do something soon. It's just the continual repeating of that. But once I got those UFOs, those spacecraft, not a word. Please, trolls, advertise for me. You should be continuing laughing at me and making videos since I just got spacecraft, but they don't want people stopping by to see the spacecraft. That's how childless they are. Yeah, Silver King, those excite me. The squiggly lines and the way things are placed on the surface is a manipulation, an incredible manipulation. Sure, some of this stuff can be water or that destroyed parts of the surface, maybe snow that melted or whatnot, but we got waters coming down from the poles and everything. Whoop, we got to chill. When it comes to the moon, I do not watch any other channels. Man, Gabber, I can't thank you enough, man. Very kind of you. Thank you. New England Dirt Roadie in the house. Is Bruce talking about the white streak down the center of the crater? I talked about that one too. Yeah, that one goes right down to Bessel crater, and at the bottom of that, another crater on the bottom that's illuminated, and it has all these, I call it the spider web. It has all these lines that go out very straight and they're connected, and that's part of the smoking mechanism. I believe in theory there's a smoking mechanism on the moon, and that's what's causing all these smokes and hazes. Thanks so much, Jules. It's an honor. And I love being here for you all. Honestly, it changed my life. I was so emotional when I found out there was something on the moon. Now it's only a matter of time waiting for some of you have shared some pretty incredible moments here when they talked about the water on the moon. I cried, guys, because a lot of what I'm showing with the atmosphere and with the telescope, it's a tool. And I'm actually able to prove NASA wrong on many levels. Imagine me as an amateur being able to prove professionals wrong, because an image doesn't lie. That's the thing. A video does not lie. Visual proof for me is a lot, maybe not enough for some, but for me, it's a start. Joël, exactement. Les changeants, les couleurs changeantes. J'aime ça inventer des mots. Si c'est bel et bien les 4 saisons, définitivement. It could be the 4 seasons, right, on the moon that are changing the colors. So you guys can check me out on Brighteon also. We had a good stream yet again. Look at the geyser craters. Yep. They're all circular, no skid marks. It's right, Sandro. It's not normal. The moon was bombed, basically. So those craters are all explosions where somebody tried to bomb it or get into it, and then it left and came to hide behind Earth, for all we know. If it's always on the same side of Earth, it's because it's hiding on something on the other side. Everyone's staring at the moon. Never mind the moon, and look exactly behind you. What's in the sky over there that they're hiding, that the moon's hiding from other people? We're not alone in this galaxy, that's for sure. And if they're coming in from other dimensions, we got another thing coming, basically. Got to go, Justin. Same to me, man. More videos. I'm not stopping the videos. Tomorrow out to do a little errand to go pay my debts. Revenue here is being completely attacked, guys. This was the smallest month, which it should not be, because I got 110,000 views on the channel this month, by the way, and the revenue went down. I know that's impossible, so please keep coming back. You're helping me stick around. Will I be here in 2025? Who knows? Keep on coming back, and we'll see if I'm still here in 2025. I'm here to the end, guys. When I leave here, it'll be to go pump gas. Records, a key to discovering what we have all forgotten. Stillman, thank you. Maybe the moon was another Earth. I like that one, Beck. My dear, you're right, probably. That was pretty much destroyed, but now it's regenerating slowly. And now there's enough vegetation to rebuild, just spiraling here. How about the fact that the moon was Earth, and then when it was destroyed, we built Earth? And we built it in the moon's orbit to remain attached to the moon. So everybody says that Earth is attached, the moon is attached to Earth, when in reality, it's Earth that's attached to the moon's orbit and not the other way around. If the moon was bigger than Earth, we wouldn't know that. They'd be able to hide that really easily and stupidly, right? That moon that is beside Earth does not act like any other moon, any other moon in the entire solar system. As a matter of fact, its size is different than all other moons. The way it reacts and stays locked, with the planet like that. The other moons don't do that. None of them in the solar system do that. Remain locked. They're all independent, roaming around. But the one beside Earth is locked there for some reason, right? I really have to thank you, the 76 people watching right now. I know Twitter, a lot of thank you to you all for being here. There's not many people on Rumble, but those of you that are, thank you. You can check me out on the Rumble if you want to help me and my platforms grow. Share me out, guys. Send my video, the best video that you find, the best video. Send it to Ross Coulthart at News Nation. I would like somebody to do that at least once. I don't know if anyone ever has, but I tend to think it's not me that should be bothering them all. There's something about that. I don't know what it is with my intuition telling me, Bruce, you have to remain independent. I'm very afraid, guys, to connect with professionals. I'm extremely afraid to connect with professionals, because if I connect with a professional and somebody, without naming names, turns around and says that I'm fake or that I'm a fraud, I don't know. I don't know about that, the reaction of people. But what I'm showing and what the professionals are showing are two different things. Nobody's showing the research that I'm showing on the moon. So if you want to see more research like that, keep coming back to keep the research rolling. I am going to get off myself also, guys. We had an amazing stream. I thank you all for being here. I don't want to keep you all too long. Hey, my gosh, we almost made it for a 2-hour Wednesday. Beck, anytime at all that you'd like to come back and talk, I'm not putting it on the spot. You can come back at the streams and see the Friday streams to see how you like them. and we talk about my research, and a bit like I did today. We once in a while, usually every week, I talk about the news, but there's no UFO news. There's no space news except for them creating communication for the astronaut suits, and they're testing astronaut suits. They're testing ways to get to the moon. They're trying different ways to bounce out of Earth's orbit. Why? Because we never went to the moon and we never left the firmament, I don't think. As a matter of fact, there's a very recent video of Elon Musk. Looks like he was smashing through the firmament, or trying to smash through the firmament. If we ever break through that firmament, okay, everyone on Earth is going to be sucked out into space. I always felt that. I wouldn't bang on the glass. I'd be very careful going through that glass, not to crack it. Wouldn't want to get shards of glass in one's eyes down on Earth now, would we? Maybe a lot of the debris around Earth is parts of the firmament all smashed. You know how they say that the craters are glass craters, they're made of glass and ejected glass. Maybe there's a bubble of glass around Earth like there is in a snow globe. When you buy a snow globe and you shake up the snow globe, and you got people in there, and no matter what you do, you can't touch them. You can only look at them. You could see the other side out of the globe, and we can see on the inside of the globe, but there's a challenge to get to where the globe is. So only people in space have access to this. And you can be sure the first time we went to the moon, or tried, that is exactly when the aliens showed themselves. Ladies and gents, Dave Synth, thanks everybody. Mr. Invisible, thank you, sir. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Joël Jean, merci beaucoup d'être sur Rumble. We'll talk very soon, guys. I want to thank you all for the generous contribution. Keith, thanks for stopping by. My friend, and Anika, thanks for the generous contributions. I love you guys so much. I'm going to make some short videos. I'm continuing the videos. I answered a lot of comments today. Check out the short research videos. Share me out, guys. Subscribe to the channel. All the good stuff. Thanks. Bye for now. Sorry for the glitches.